Duckism. You're probably wondering what that even is. Duckism is a religion that is practiced by about 4,200,000 people, mainly on a main large island, and it is also created by the awesome me, Jade Mage Studios, and the also awesome Treece. This is a collaboration between the two of us. Please subscribe to both of us, 'cause we are awesome. I think you can tell what Duckism is based on. Ducks! Ducks in the religion are said to be the gods' blessings. As you can see, this is the symbol for Duckism. It's just a duck with a D. However, sometimes it can also be represented by just a duck or a capital D. Beliefs in Duckism. Duckism has exactly 100, you guessed it, duck gods. This makes Duckism a polytheistic or poly religion. There are 3 groups to separate these 100 duck gods, known as the life, judgment, and item duck gods. Life. These gods are in control of creating and planning out all life in all its forms. Judgment, which I guess you can just call them the karma gods, because that's what they are gods that control death in Duckism and decide where the dead will go in the afterlife. Item. These gods are more specific than the other 2. Item gods control all the non-living things. Like one god can be for fire, another can be for storms, sometimes even random stuff like bricks and feathers and all that non-living stuff. Oh, and by the way, the people of Duckism are called quackers, to show their respect for ducks and the beautiful noise they make. Major rule for these quackers is called the duck meat rule. Quackers should never, ever, 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 and I mean never, eat duck meat. Any type of duck meat, especially duck eggs. Doing so is a symbol of sin in Duckism. Who knows what horrible karma you will get after doing so. It is worse than abusing ducks, which is another symbol of sin. Okay, but if you actually do like eating duck or have ever had duck, don't worry. That's not a sin here. It's only in Duckism. But for real, if quackers go to another place with a different religion where eating ducks is no big deal, like all the other ones we live in, they're gonna be yelling, they're gonna be so mad.
Why you eat poor sweet baby ducks? All you sinners, you are bad paps. My poor baby ducks, the duck guys will not be pleased. You are a stinky boo-boo.
Man, why can't I just eat my duck meat? That's all I ever wanted in life.
Man, that took forever. Anyway, sacred writings in Duckism, how are those? There are 3 of them, well, at least the main ones, and, yeah, here they are. Quebec. The sacred writing that holds the stories of the past, present, and even the future. How do they even know the future, you might ask? So apparently an ancient unknown author who was very close to the nature of ducks was able to understand the duck's language somehow? Mastermind. Because it is an ancient story that the duck gods tell the ducks what will happen in the future, and apparently the ducks really like this one man, so there. Quack. This sacred writing holds the rules for Duckism in some ancient stories, showing how they were made or why they should be followed. Pray the duck. This sacred writing holds all the prayers that people say to bless themselves, the ducks, and the duck gods. So who were the founders of this amazing, incredible religion based on ducks? Well, before we get to that, Duckism was found in the year 202 CE, so it's not as old as some of the other religions. The 2 founders of Duckism are known as Jay and Jade. Definitely not me and Lewis with a couple different features. Obviously not. I mean, why would you think that? Anyway, the story goes that the two founders of Duckism first started off as farmers. They worked for most of their kid and even most of their teen years as they worked to earn money so they could fulfill their dream, to travel somewhere where no one has traveled before. Wow, so inspiring. However, one night, the two had a dream with one of the most important life ducks, Quaku. Quaku tells the two to travel to a new land he and the other gods have made up for them that has the richest soil they have ever laid eyes on and lots of materials to build houses and other things they might need, because, that's important. The two agree to do so, because why not? So they travel and travel and travel and keep traveling until finally they find that land. So now the two farmers are just like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I mean, whoa. And, they explore a bit, the big island, and they just find a lot of ducks just vibing everywhere, just randomly, just duck, duck, duck. There's so many ducks, like, everywhere. They're like, there's a lot of ducks here. Hello, little duck. How interesting. So now the two founders are very, very pleased with this new land and how amazing it is. And all the ducks, they love the ducks. So they're just like, okay, well, let's make up the religion called Duckism, because Duckism, it's just perfect. It's just amazing. It's perfect. It's everything you've ever wanted. It's Duckism. And that's basically it. So here are the two major holidays celebrated in Duckism. The Day of Duck. On May 10th, every year, the people celebrate the ducks with parades, prayers, and reading the pretty duck to the duck gods and all the ducks nearby. Duckling season. This celebration is celebrated through all of spring to care and feed the ducklings. This is very important because without the holiday, fewer ducks will survive, and that is a big no-no in Duckism. Someone who does this every spring until death is a true saint in the duck god's eyes. And finally, the two branches of Duckism. These two branches are known as the duck pet believers and the free duck believers. The duck pet believers think that ducks could and would be better off as pets to keep them well protected. However, half of this religion believes in free ducks. They believe that ducks were born to be free and should stay that way. Which one are you? Duckism. Man, I wish it was a real religion, but unfortunately it does not exist. At least I don't think it does. But yeah, thanks for watching. This was quite a fun social studies project, and now you people know more about our religion that is completely ridiculous in a fun way. Please subscribe to me and Lewis because we both worked extremely hard for this. This took me forever to make, so yeah. Thank you, and I am out. Bye.